Work-life balance, how to achieve it. Oliver was a whirlwind. As a rising star in a fast-paced tech startup, his life was a blur of early morning emails, back-to-back meetings, and late-night coding sessions. His phone was practically glued to his hand, buzzing constantly with notifications. Work hard, play never, was his unofficial motto. He believed that to succeed, you had to sacrifice everything else. Sleep? A luxury. Hobbies? Distractions. Relationships? Well, they were certainly taking a backseat. His apartment, located just 5 minutes from the office, was less a home and more a pit stop. Empty coffee cups piled up on his desk, surrounded by half-eaten takeaway containers. He hadn't seen natural sunlight for days, preferring the glow of his computer screen. Friends tried to reach him, but his usual reply was, "Can't, deadline." He was always tired, always stressed, and secretly, always a little bit lonely. Across town, in a cozy flat filled with plants and books, lived Mia. She was also ambitious, working as a project manager at a busy marketing agency. But Mia had a different approach to life. She believed in work-life balance, even if it sometimes felt like a myth. She finished work at 6 p.m. sharp, turned off her work notifications, and dedicated her evenings to herself. Some nights, she'd take a pottery class, getting her hands dirty and her mind clear. Other evenings, she'd meet friends for dinner or spend time cooking a healthy meal. Weekends were for hiking in the nearby national park, reading a good book by the river, or volunteering at an animal shelter. Mia felt energetic, fulfilled, and genuinely happy. She was productive at work because she was refreshed outside of it. One day, both Oliver and Mia were assigned to the same highly demanding cross-company project. It was known as the Infinity Project, a huge undertaking that promised to change the industry. Oliver naturally threw himself into it, working even longer hours, fueled by energy drinks and a relentless ambition. Mia approached it differently. She organized her tasks efficiently, delegated when possible, and stuck to her boundaries. Oliver noticed Mia. She seemed calm, even during stressful meetings. She laughed easily, looked well-rested, and always had a thoughtful insight to offer. Meanwhile, he was constantly on edge, making small mistakes due to exhaustion and struggling to stay positive. One evening, after an especially tough day, Oliver saw Mia leaving the office, looking fresh and smiling. He mumbled, "Leaving already? Still so much to do." Mia paused. "There will always be more to do, Oliver. But there's also life. Are you okay?" That simple question caught Oliver off guard. "Not really," he admitted, looking down at his phone. "I'm exhausted, and I feel like I'm losing my touch." Mia sat down next to him. "You're burning out, Oliver. This project is a marathon, not a sprint. You need to recharge." She shared some of her strategies, setting clear boundaries for work hours, taking regular breaks, even short ones, prioritizing sleep, and engaging in hobbies that had nothing to do with work. She talked about the importance of disconnecting from technology and spending time in nature or with loved ones. Oliver was skeptical at first. The idea of not working felt like cheating, but he was desperate. He started small. He forced himself to leave the office at 8 p.m. instead of 10 p.m. He started taking a 15-minute walk during his lunch break, stepping outside and feeling the sun on his face. He even dug out an old guitar he hadn't touched in years. It wasn't easy. His mind often screamed at him to check his emails. But slowly, things began to shift. The walks cleared his head, making him more focused when he returned to his desk. Playing the guitar, even badly, brought a forgotten joy. He started sleeping more, and the constant feeling of fatigue lessened. He even managed to meet Mia and some other colleagues for a team dinner one evening. He actually laughed. He talked about something other than work. It felt good. As the Infinity Project neared its completion, something remarkable happened. Oliver, no longer exhausted and irritable, found his creativity soaring. He came up with brilliant solutions to complex problems, and his presentations were sharp and engaging. He was less stressed and more collaborative. On the final day of the project, as the team celebrated their massive success, Oliver found Mia by the coffee machine. "Thank you," he said, genuinely. "You really helped me see things differently." Mia smiled. "It's not about working less, Oliver. It's about working smarter and living fuller. It's about finding that sweet spot where your work fuels your life and your life fuels your work." From that day on, Oliver became an advocate for work-life balance at his startup. He encouraged his team to take breaks, to switch off after hours, and to find their own Mia moments. He learned that true success wasn't just measured by deadlines met or projects launched, but by the quality of his life and the joy he found both inside and outside the office.